Hey there, I am so sorry for the delay. I forgot to set that up before I started. Um, this is June Lucal, and it is, what day is today? May 24th, 2022. And I'm unbelievable. Oh, please don't let this be one of those days. I think it might be with the words. They're just not coming. So hopefully I'll still have some people here to watch. Hopefully, since it wasn't there a little bit ago, people might have thought that I wasn't going to have one tonight, and I am going to cut back. I just can't keep this pace up. It's kind of frustrating that, I don't know, I feel like I do a lot of work, and I know a couple of people really appreciate it, but I'm not sure, how much everybody does. So, anyway, I'm glad you're here. And I really appreciate your support, and I'm going to do my best, and hopefully my words will come, because they're not so far. And, I didn't even have time to get kind of spruced up here, but you're not here to see me. I tried cutting my own hair and I cut way too much off, and then I'm wearing my paint shirt. So sorry, it just didn't quite get pulled together in time. But I did have some nice conversation with my family, and you know what, that's pretty important. So, well, hello everybody, and I'm going to switch our view down to see what we're going to start with. So I am not one of these people that do a lot of talking. I do some talking, right? But got a lot of mess. Been working hard here the past couple hours. And hopefully you'll like what I have. It's not the most, well, I don't want to put myself down, but I spent a lot of time on one card like I usually do, and then I saw, oh my gosh, it's like 7:30. So, yeah, let's see. Let's just start with it, okay? This is Rich Razzleberry, and I have a piece that I folded in half. And then the next thing I'm going to do, oh, I forgot to cut that piece. So I had all the pieces together, and then I decided to put it together to like actually glue it together. And then I didn't make more pieces. So if that makes any sense. Gosh. And here now I have to cut an open pack. Oh my gosh. Crazy. See, this is why I'm gonna cut back to 2 times a month, I think. Maybe people will want to come more often. Maybe I'm doing this too much. Maybe it's Ben was telling me about someone that he and his girlfriend watch that do theirs only once a month, and then it's like a really big deal when they do, so maybe that's what I need to do, and just like focus my efforts on doing a really amazing job, and then everyone will want to come, and maybe something like that. So let's see, I am cutting a square 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and sorry for doing that off view, but here, oh, I cut it slightly. Maybe this angle will ever so slightly be, I think that I'm being picky. I can fix this though. All right, so now this is definitely going to be even too big. So, all right, then I am going to actually trim this because I'm already frustrated with this card. So let's see. I cut too much off of the Rich Razzleberry just now, but now that will work. There. Okay, so I saw this combination. It just kind of like came at me because they were laying on, these colored pieces were all laying on the table. So I was like, oh, these actually look good. And then I realized that the paper that I wanted to use, there was one of the pieces that had all those. So this is way too big, but I'm going to go with it. So I decided I'm just going to do that. All right, so, whoops, I am going to attach this. All right, so I have my silicone mat, and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Oops, I just got a new one. And it did not need priming, actually, so here we go. All right, and then I'm going to, I know this is too big, but okay. And then let's see, go to, yeah, so yeah, if you have any comments about, oh dear me, my plans, oh, and actually, so I'm going to have a post. I don't know if it's better to put a post or to tell about it in a video. I don't even know. But I did announce it yesterday during my mystery card that I am going to start a master's degree in January. And I haven't thought about it since then, like as much as I did like heavy duty a couple days there, but I'm just trying to get through things. There's so many things on my list right now, but what I want to do is get a degree in library science, so master's of library science. And that way, that kind of gives me options so that I can be an art teacher or I can be a librarian. And those are two things I've wanted to be for a long time. I wanted to be an illustrator too, but that was 90 credit hours. So I was like, yeah, 37 versus 90. Yeah, so you can see what I picked. All right, so here I have this, and what I want to do, and this card like took a long time to figure out, which is kind of strange because it's not really strange, actually. Oh, I forgot to do something. For me, that's not strange at all, to be honest, because the more I think about it, I do tend to get into the flow, and I just like lose track of time. And the next thing you know, it's time to go, or time to be done, or past time sometimes. So, all right, I probably should have done this before I glued that on, but we'll see. Maybe this will work. Yeah, it worked okay. And I'm also going to go off the edge here. I don't want to get it on everything, so I do want something else poking out on the side here. All right. All right, so here I have that. Now what I want to do is to put a bow like right around there. It'd be kind of like the ground. It was something could bring your eye over. Most of my my focal point's going to be in the lower left quadrant this time. So I tried doing this. The best way I found is to tie a double knot so it doesn't slide around, because I can sometimes fix it with tape, but I just thought of something, but that's okay. I'm just going to do it this way. Hold on. All right. All right, there. Okay. So, anyway, I also am having trouble keeping up my energy. If you haven't noticed, I am struggling on days, and I know that doesn't make for the best videos when I have a hard time getting excited about it. So, and it's not because the subject's not exciting, it's just I'm like super tired. So been trying to figure out why. Nobody's got answers. Who knows? But it's not some of the worst things, so I'm really glad about that. At least we can, I've been able to eliminate a few things, so that's good. All right. Now, actually, I'm going to do this over here. I don't even know if it's all on screen now. All right, there. So I usually put dimensionals when I'm using something thick like this Baker's Twin, or I mean, actually I think this is the linen thread. It's just so much thicker than our old linen thread, so I forget sometimes. Oh, look at that, it got all smushy. All right, I'm going to put that right here. So, if I would love to hear, oh, thank you, Nancy. I would love to hear other, like if you think you would still come every 2 weeks instead of every week, or if you like the momentum, if you really like the every week. I like the momentum too. It's actually probably best for me, but I just want to have, good videos that people want to watch. I don't know. That just doesn't seem like, it seems like a lot of effort if nobody's going to watch them. So, okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I wanted to show you. So this, I didn't even show you. I'm so ridiculous sometimes. All right. So I said we were using the On the Horizon stamp set and New Horizons. Sorry, this is the suite. This is on page 42 and 43 of the mini catalog that is only good through the end of June. So if you want some of these things, you might want to be thinking before they're gone, because I know they're going to be announcing that any day now. So there's some really neat, so here's the stamp set. These are the dies, and then this is the paper. And so I saved of each of these papers, one of each, and they are very pretty, and they could be all sorts of things. So this one made me like a galaxy or something like that. So I'll just do one side. That one's like mountains. This one is rather abstract, but you could do trees and water and sand or something like that. This could be sand, trees. That one. More of those similar colors. This one was pretty. It was almost a whole scene. This one looks like a lake with trees far away and a pretty sky. Here's something could be a field. All right, and then you got things that are just basically watercolor paper, or abstract. This one's a little more of a scene, but these are all just single colors for the most part. All right, okay, so anyway, I cut one in half, and then I cut it down to 5 1/4. So there's a lot more white up here, but I wanted this to fit on my paper. So then, and that's going to go right here. Okay. All right, so I think I'm going to actually stamp this, though, before, I'm going to stamp this off. So, all right, I'm going to use these trees. So there'll be trees off in the distance, kind of an island or a peninsula. I have a funny story. We have a lake nearby. It's called Sunny Lake. Some of you may be familiar with it. When I was little, right now there's well, that really looks like an island now. There was you know what? I actually might fix this. All right, so I'm going to use my aqua painter. I hope this works. There. All right, I might just put a little bit. Let's see if I can get that a little more. Yeah. So it's not necessarily an island now. Okay. See, you can fix things. Actually, I need that. Oh, man, I'm getting it everywhere. All right, so back to my Sunny Lake story. When I was little, and if Mom's on here, yep, she's finally found me. And Diane's here now, too. Yay. That's cool. Thank you for all for coming. Okay, so my Sunny Lake story, Mom knows this one, obviously. But when I was little, well, right now there's a path, a really nice paved path that goes all the way around. It's a mile and 3/4. But when I was little, there was no path. And there was some kind of camp that I had that was called Critter Camp. And I remember this. I remember my counselor had long, brown, straight hair. And she was really nice. And what's it called? Praying mantis landed on her head. And she was not too freaked out about that, which I would have been. But that was very impressive to me. I remember making a mask with a paper plate and making it into a lion. Remember all sorts of things from when I was like 3 or 4. But the one thing I also remember is across the lake, it looked like an island, but it was a peninsula, but it looked like an island. And my sister, we used to canoe over there, and they had a picnic table over there, and we have a picnic, and then we canoe back. All these little kids. And Karen always called it Giglin's Island. Yeah, like Gilligan's Island. We were going to Giglin's Island. So, Mom, do you remember that story? I bet you do. So this makes me think of Giglin's Island a little bit. There's more trees, but, you know, that's okay. All right, so here, oh, I want to put some birds. I want to put some birds. All right, here's some of my birds. So hopefully I managed to get some edge stuff on the last one. So, right there. All right. So there's my island or peninsula or whatever, way out there. All right, that's gonna go there. So let me adhere that. I probably could have raised this, but I'm raising a different thing with dimensionals. So I'm just going to do this flat, especially since I already put some. Okay. Actually, I like how that, when I did the aqua painter, the water painter, whatever it's called, it comes out. It made it look like it matches the background a little bit more, doesn't it? That got off a little crooked. Probably only I will notice that though. So, all right. And then I also wanted to add a few things in front of it. So I'm going to add these. This is one of the dies from the coordinating dies. And I'm also got this little fence. There's 2 fences. They're very cute actually. But I don't want to overdo it. So the reason why I had something non-paper, right? And then I also wanted to have this that matched. I was worried about adding too many colors to this whole thing because there's already 3, 4 if you count the white. And then to add another neutral, which that of course is the best one to add, but I wasn't sure. I also, to kind of bring this in, I thought I would make that a little textured. So what you could do is, I'm taking that grassy one that I used first. I'm going to stamp on top of it. So it looks a little more grassy, I guess. And then I took I thought I had the crumb cake, which is what that color is, of my Stampin' Blunts, but I did not. So this is close. It's, what's it called? Granite gray. Yeah, light gray granite. All right, so I'm just adding a shadow on one side, because it just seemed too flat, you know? And I tried another one to add a texture. It's not bad, but it still didn't have the kind of depth I was looking for. So I'll show you the, if I can, the practice one I did. It was in a color Yeah. So this isn't bad, but this is sort of, it almost looks like a sign or some wood or something. And I just stamped I could try that, I guess. Let's just try it. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, just give me a little texture. Actually, I like that. Okay, so both of my up close parts of my focal point have a more of a texture. All right, so I'm going to glue this on. All right, so that's going to go right here. All right, and then this will go above it a little bit, like right there. And I want to like have it right on the edge there too. So, and then I have to make the words, and that's just about it for this one. So this one I spent like, I don't know, easily an hour and a half, maybe. Lots of variations, believe me, but and I kept just not being 100% happy with it, so kept going. That's what happens sometimes, right? All right, so I also want to have some words, and so what I have here is this is fresh freesia, which I have here, and there's like little hints of it in the paper. So what I want to do is where is it? Here. It is Thinking of You, which is probably the best sentiment in there because, you know, that means it's nice to know that someone's thinking of you, right? And it can go for a lot of different situations. It could be you're thinking of them because they're having a rough time. Might be thinking of you at your birthday. There's a lot of different, you know. All right, so I actually have a die from a different set, which I was going to try to incorporate more than I did here, but it is this one, which I've got the words hidden. It's, yeah, Harvest Dies. So this goes with these, and I was thinking this branch looks like a tree, right? So I was going to try to do that, and then I also like this wheat. I thought that could be like, I was teaching the kids about foreground, middle ground, background, and this would be great foreground, right? So, but I didn't get there. So, I'm going to use this though. So it's too long. That's okay. What I'm going to do is cut it out. And then I'm going to send it through again, but cut the end off. All right. So here we go. Glue. Okay, so now it's too long, but what I can do is kind of figure out where I want that to be, and then this kind of locks into place over here because there's grooves, if that makes sense. So I can move that around, but it's kind of already hooked in there because these are parallel sides. So, all right. You know what? I'm going to do this a little bit shorter. All right. This seems like it's going to be longer than my first card. All right. But hopefully not too long. Okay, and now I'll cut this off. And I've got a shorter version. Looks like it's supposed to be. Looks like it's supposed to be. Blah. Okay. All right, and so then I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to raise that up a little. Boom. Okay, And I bet Jill would approve of this, right? I don't think she's here, but she's posting a whole bunch of pictures from England, which is so cool. I knew she was going on vacation, but I did not know she was going to England. That was an awesome, we went on a trip right out of, when I was out of college. Well, Karen, my sister, who's 18 months younger than me, we both I graduated in 95 from college in December, and she's only a year behind me. So she graduated in May of 96. So, and sidebar, Mom and I went to MIT to go watch the graduation, and it was the vice president at the time, who was Al Gore, which is really cool to get to see all the Secret Service people around and everything. So he was the keynote speaker. Anyway, Karen and I both graduated that year, and or within 6 months. And so Mom took us, and our dad had just passed away, and Mom took us to England and Scotland. It was a very cool trip, even though Karen and I were by far the youngest people there. So, all right. Oh, I should be using my take your pick tool, because this is a lot harder without it. All right. So I want to use these pebbles because they're fun, right? Unfortunately, they're not exactly the same colors, but oh gosh, there's our heart. I think I might use this spatula end, maybe. Yeah, we're cooking. Okay. Okay, and then one more, because we always... There. Okay, so there's my card. Oh, at the boathouse. Yes. Sorry, I'm reading my comments as I work on things, and so they're sometimes out of place in a way, right? From my conversation. I think there's actually a delay too, because I don't think I'm actually seeing them when you're typing them. But anyway, here is my first card, and I hope you like it. I like it. My focal point, your eye comes to this one right here. So if you were to divide this into thirds, that rule of thirds, you'd want one of those corners, and I chose the bottom left-hand corner. So for this one, I like it. All right, so the other cards I want to show you, I actually have, all right, I'm going to do this one. I don't have this worked out, but this is such beautiful paper. I just love it. And then I had these two sitting on my desk, and I'm like, I'm going to use those because those are pretty together too. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to make the best of it. It's 6 by 6. So I'm going to make 4 3x3s. And I think we'll have a mini scene in each one. So see how that's like a little mini scene right there? I'm excited. And then this one. So I can get 4 cards out of that paper. Pretty cool, huh? And I think these would make pretty, just, with the flowers there. So let me fold this piece. This is Pear Pizzazz, and the darker version is Old Olive, which we've had around forever. I figured out, I started in November, I believe, or like October, end of October, because this was like sort of my birthday present, of 2004, which I actually think it was 2003, but I looked it up and it's 2004. So that would make me almost doing this for almost 18 years, which is kind of crazy when you come down to it. So, all right. This is one of those I have designed in my head, so I'm going to, there's not going to be a whole lot to this one. All right, so I'm going to make this framed by the darker color that and pulls this out, right? All right, and then that I think I could pop up, couldn't I? I'm going to use the bigger ones. Okay. So I did start a little late, so I'm going to try not to take too much longer, but all right, this is going to go here. Hopefully I don't regret putting this down kind of on the early side here. All right, then I could put some words, couldn't I? Thanks for everything. Would that be good? And I'm not going to use my, it's so funny, I keep looking at this Bromboomers. I can't pronounce, it's, that one's the German one, right? I'm super bad at German. Okay, well, let's see. That dark green would be Evening Evergreen. So we'll do the words in that. Okay, so thanks for everything. And they say align. They did a graphic design school anyway. Be sure to align things. So I aligned that. And then, so this is going to be one of those super simple cards. I do want to make like a little fence. I'm going to use the other fence though. Oh dear. Which was just here a second ago. It would not be me if I did not lose something, right? So weird because they were all right here. Oh, I wonder if it's by my shots. Nope. Oh. No. I was going to say I could do it the other way. Oh, here it is. No idea why it was way over there, but so I could do a fence like over here. I think I could do maybe white or something. Now I'm kind of wishing I'd scooched that a little bit more that way. All right, so let me just run this through. And cover. And then I like to stagger this a little bit as it goes through. Seems to fit better. Ooh. Okay, get those out. Hanging Chad there. All right, yep, still there. Okay, and then this, I could add a little bit of texture to that, or a little something to it, little something something. Or not. I do have the ivory. No, I put it away. The, oh, you know what? I got this one. It's probably got a lot of that purple on it still, but let's see what would be good. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to overdo it here, but let's see. Yeah, I don't want to overdo it. I'm just going to go with that. All right, so be nice if I could pop that up though, huh? Give it a little shadow right there. So the best thing would have been if I ran this through with the foam behind it. Because I don't know, it might be tricky to do these. They'd be a little bit tiny. So I could, this is kind of the hard way to do it, but I could do this. I could use the edges and cut some really skinny pieces. Probably wouldn't need too many of them. Can you see what I'm doing? All right. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? And then all right. Very delicate here. All right, so there. Yeah. So there's another card, very simple one. You put a rock in it or something if you want to, but I think I'm gonna leave it as is. Now I have another one that I cut into quarters, and there I wanted to jazz this up just a slightly bit more than that, not much though. So you could do something like this, and then I brought, let's see here. So if I did this one, I like this one too because it has complementary colors in here, the kind of yellow color and the purplish color. So I think I would put some birds in this one. And I could use rich raspberry or black. There's some black there, so all right, and then let's do some birds. Ta-da. Some early morning, maybe, or evening, whichever you want. So let's see. It'd be great if I had that sailboat. I don't, though. And I could do that. I've got so much stuff on here. So this will be something like the last one. All right. And I just had my aqua painter. Where'd it go? So I'll just leave it as is until that shows up. All right, so I can, oh dear, that's not good. Oh, I want to put some words. So you could do like this one, relax and enjoy your day. Or breathe. These were all good words. This one, I haven't used this word, wishing so much happiness. All right. Tell you what, let's glue that. All right. So I do have adhesive strips, but I think they might be too big. This was like a 1/16 of an inch, and I think those are like an 1/8 of an inch, which they're pretty small, but not quite small enough, I think. So, all right, so this could get popped up, but then I wanted to have this extra, so I could just leave it like one layer kind of on that, or what I wanted to do is to kind of have some kind of interest around the edges. This also would be fantastic if you screwed up your word somehow and needed to put another thing on there. So now I have almost like a white on white frame around the edge. It almost looks embossed, to tell you the truth. So that would be cool. And I can just lift that up. So I'm going to do that. You know what? I'm going to do this. And then if I really do screw up, then it'll be perfect. All right, so let's put my words. Let's do maybe relax and enjoy your day. All right. that seems like it's a little crooked. You can sort of see it. I'll just go with that. All right, that was fun. Let's see. Let's glue this. So I made this, whoops, I cut this in 3/8 instead of, so it ended up being more than an eighth here. It's technically 3/16, but who's counting, right? All right, so there, and then this could be popped up. So even though I started late, I might be able to get, and I'm making a bunch more, but the thing is, these are simple, quick cards, and that's one of the advantages to this paper. But it's only around, it's going to be while supplies last any minute now, so I would, that's why I'm showing it now, because I don't want to risk it being gone and then demonstrating it and everybody's sad because they couldn't get any. So, all right, and I don't even have any, I don't think it even needs anything else besides, you know, I usually need some non-paper one, but there's another one. So, and you know, see, like I still have 3 more of that other one, and I've got this one that's very similar to this one. And this one, let me try this one. This was going to be another version of this kind of thing, but I'm using the Night of Navy as kind of the background right there. And I'll use one of these skies right there. And then I will add the birds, which I might do in navy. Just to keep it all in the family. Maybe I'll put more. Maybe I'll put this, go off the edge a little. There's a whole flock of birds here. There. All right, and then I could do a little, the words in white. Or I could put it right there. Ooh, that's even better. Oh, I should have done this. Well, I could do this though. Relax and enjoy your day. Why not? I can have that twice. It's this really good message, right? And this one's simpler than that. All right, so then you could just attach it like that. And that could be your card. All right, let me, oh, I know. I'll pop that one up and I'll have this one flat. So this is like a, geez, a 2-minute card, right? I'm not going to have room on my table for all the cool cards I got here tonight. And to think, I thought I might have to do only 1 card. But that's why this is such a great pack of paper. I'm tempted to get another one, to be honest. All right, I'm going to pop this one up. So, all right. I think I need to re-ink my navy pad. That relax, enjoy your day is kind of light there, isn't it? Okay, so let me move all of that. So here I have 3 really simple cards, and I have 3 more that look similar to this and 2 more that look similar to this. So that's 5 more, so 8 out of 2 pieces. I can make 8 cards out of 2 pieces of that. So you can imagine how many more I can make. And then, sorry, I gotta reach over here. Here is that other one that is more complicated that I did first. So, let's see. There you have it. Okay. Lots of variety, and yet they're similar, right? They look like they could be related. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I probably will do next week and then go first and third Tuesdays of the month, and that might give me a little more chance to put things online on like posts and put more toward this. But any feedback you can give me, I am really open ears here. I need to improve. I want to keep doing this, but I'm not going to be able to do it. Well, there's no point in doing it if people don't really care, don't want it. All right. And why knock myself out if I'm already trying to do a lot of things, and I'm going to just have to add more. So, all right. Thanks a lot for joining me, and have a wonderful night. And hopefully I'll see you again. Oh, next Tuesday. And actually I do have a couple things. If anybody is still interested, Saturday, we still have room. There's only like 3, maybe 4 people coming. That's a lot of work for only 3 people. I'd love to have more people there to join us and have fun. It's going to be in person. It's going to be at Jill's church, noon on Saturday. I need to know like Friday. And there's a way to register online, and there's even a way to pay online if that makes it easy. So hopefully we'll have more people coming to that one. All right. Have a great night, and thanks again for joining me. Bye.